Excuse me. Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And before we go on, R.I.P. Terry Funk. I was at work and had a moment to go through X or Twitter, or whatever you want to call it, and I saw this post, and I was like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? What? Not Terry Funk, man. I was like, damn. This hit really hard. Like, really, really hard, Absolute legend, like, Terry Funk. Funk you, I'm glad that we, at the starting of Dynamite, that they, which we're going to talk about, Fyter Fest 2023, that they paid a little homage to him, and, and he had an amazing career, amazing career, and you'll forever be missed, man. This one just hit really hard. So R.I.P. Terry Funk, and thank you for everything you've done. Now, on to Dynamite Fyter Fest, August 23rd, 2023. Taz, Excalibur, Tony, in Duluth. Am I saying it right? In Duluth? I hope I'm saying that right. But we started off with the Elite versus the Bullet Club Gold. Nope. It's just pure utter chaos. No contest. No bell ringing. It's just a slobber knocker. They just start fighting each other. Then Takeshita comes out. FTR comes out. It's just pure mayhem. And it's a way to start the show off with like, all right, this is the go-home show for All In, and I am all in, and we're going to Wembley Stadium, and I gotta say, if you watch this episode of Dynamite, you should take a drink. Every time they say 80,000 fans or in attendance at Wembley Stadium, the biggest wrestling show in history, you should take a shot. Every day they say that 80,000. They use that a lot, which rightfully so. I would brag about it as well. But if you took a shot, you'd probably be gone. You'd probably be to the moon after every shot you've taken for them saying 80,000. But this is a really good way to set up everything for tonight. Renee is with MJF, this interview, and, we're seeing a side of MJF that we've never seen. Somebody that's still a scumbag, our scumbag, but he's slowly taking the curtain away, revealing that, yeah, I am MJF, I'm toning it down, He had a great interview on Busted Open Radio, and it was really good. He had some, it was a townhouse type thing, and it really was, LaGreca, much love. Like, that was a great podcast. We got to know MJF. He tried to stay within the range of, character and stuff like that, and in this interview with Renee, he does the same thing. And he mentions John Cena, Stone Cold. He goes on this list of, like, greats that he's standing on the shoulders of. And once he wins at Wembley Stadium, he will be known as one of the greats. And I'm really loving this MJF right now. This run with Adam Cole, and it's all coming ahead at Wembley Stadium this Sunday. So next match is Rey Fenix versus Jon Moxley. And my God, this match was oh my God. What does Sheamus say? Banger, bro. Ooh, God. I mean, these two went at it. Jon Moxley for the win, but more chaos. The crowbar comes out. Blackpool Combat Club attacks. Santana Ortiz is back. Oh, and Eddie's shocked because Eddie comes out first, best friends, and then Santana Ortiz, they surprise everybody, and they're going to be helping the Blackpool Combat Club. That All In. Penta comes out, and they laid out Rey, so he's not part of the match from what I'm understanding at the Stadium Stampede match, because they knocked his ass out with the crowbar. They had they had the EMTs come out to get him, because he's hurt and everything like that. Eddie's distraught, and he's like, oh my God. And I will say, even though this was like a serious thing and everything with Ray being hurt and stuff like that, the weird like goes to the commentary team, and then Excalibur's like, and DraftKings, and he goes and does his plug for DraftKings, but in such a tone, I was like, yeah, that's weird, but okay. You're trying to sell this thing. It's so serious. You could be like, we're going to commercial while we're trying to figure out everything. Then you could have done your DraftKings later, but it was so like you felt the drama. Then it cuts to Excalibur and it goes, DraftKings. And I'm like, I felt like that could have been used on the next segment, but okay. And then when we come back, they're loading him up in the ambulance. Renee tries to talk to Eddie. Eddie's like, what are you doing? Well, you see what your husband did? You see what your husband did out there? Well, I'm going to finish this at All In. You're going to see something at All In, Renee. Yeah, so get that mic out of my face. Get the camera out of my face. So he goes. And we got Renee's with Sammy Guevara earlier before we get to our contract signing, but he's interrupted by Daddy Magic and Cool Hand and Daniel Garcia. They're like, hey, we're trying to save you and not you, with Chris Jericho and all this and that, because the Jericho Appreciation Society is no more, because Jericho chose Don, but Don didn't choose him, and then he chose Will Ospreay. Like, it's all a big thing, and Sammy's like, yo, he's been there for me. He's been my mentor. But, I'm original OG Inner Circle, man. That's who I am. So we go to the contract signing. Chris Jericho, Will Ospreay, face-to-face, and Will Ospreay just drops a really hot, promo here, talking about his wife and, his kid and everything like that, and Jericho fires back and he's like, yo, do you remember, like, I was the one that called you and I told you slow it down and this and that, because you could be one of the greatest, of all time and this and that. And, these two really brought it to each other and really sunk deep with each other. And Will did something great when he's like, hey, in 6 months, my contract is up within New Japan Pro Wrestling. And this match right here isn't just a match. This is the rocket. You're the rocket fuel that's going to finally take me up and get me millions of dollars and stuff like that. And Chris Jericho comes back and I'm like, look at this. This ain't no vanity thing. I'm telling you right now that this is the biggest thing ever, and talking about history. It's bigger than WrestleMania. It's bigger than the Tokyo Dome. This is, huge. 80,000, take a shot, but this was a really good segment between the two. I'm glad that they ended it with the brawl and everything like that. And I love when the brawl kind of happens. Because Tony was in the ring for this contract signing, and he just kind of just weaves over to the corner, and he just stands there like an old man, and he's like, man, stop, just like JR when they jumped Kenny Omega, it's like, hey guys, stop that, Renee with Adam Cole, backstage interview, she's like, hey, trying to get to the bottom, like, hey, showing him some videos of like times he was about to attack, MJF and stuff like that, and then he gets mad, he gets angry, he's like, hey, there's nothing wrong with us, our relationship's okay, so stop it, Renee, whatever you're trying to do, what everyone else trying to do, there's nothing, and he storms off, there's nothing wrong between us two. Next up is a tornado tag team match, Swerve Strickland, AR Fox versus Darby Allin and Nick Wayne. Woo, there's a great spot where Darby dives, and he hits, I believe Swerve, hits him so hard, and they go right into the announce team, and Darby almost, like, went through the announce table on one side, and then, like, the table, I thought the table was going to fall apart as soon as Darby hit it. Other great spots with the chair and stuff like that. These guys really bringing it, and I'm like, man, y'all are wrestling really hardcore here soon. Coffin match and everything. But Darby Allin, Nick Wayne got the win. Nick Wayne's mama's in the crowd like, my baby won, But the part that really got me going too was the fact that AR Fox still had that bloody tank top, and even the commentator was like, oh, how old is that thing? He's still rocking it, like, that's gross, my man. I found that amusing and everything like that. So, but he finally rips it and throws it at, I believe, at Nick Wayne's mom. But after this match, Swerve picks up the mic, and he says, "Why are you such a loser, AR Fox?" And AR's like, "Yo, man, let's not do this here. Let's do this somewhere else, blah, blah, blah." And AR Fox says, "Yo, Prince Nana, do the light work." And then AR Fox is fired for the Mogul Embassy, and Brian Cage comes out and attacks, and Darby comes out with Wayne and Sting, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, oh, AR Fox is out of the Mogul Embassy? Well, that was a short-lived run, because I thought, what's it called? He, because when they started smiling, Prince Nana's like this, and after Darby embraces AR Fox, and they both forgive each other, and this and that, and I was like, maybe this is part of the plan. Maybe this is where AR Fox is gonna attack Darby and Nick while their backs are turned. Oh, that's a great swerve, and then Luchasaurus and Christian Cage come out, and I was like, damn, we could have done something really cool, but we got Christian Cage on the card apparently for All In now, so I'm just like, that's cool, man. I feel like we did AR Fox dirty here. I really did. This is where I was like, oh fuck, man. I love AR Fox too. Like, AR Fox is so fucking awesome, and like seeing this happen to him, I was like, well, okay, but damn, dude, there was so many dead dad jabs at Nick. I kind of honestly really felt bad. I understand, it's the business, brother. We're in business. Don't take it personal, brother. That's. But damn, dude, like Christian just kept going. He's like, yeah, I heard about your dead dad. Well, hopefully this Sunday, you don't close another coffin on a loved one. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like, he was just like, it was like dead dad jab. I'm like, dude, okay, I get it. Like, I understand we're using that here in, some way, but just stop, man. Like, so now I'm just like, I hope you whoop their asses, Nick. Like, whoop them asses. You and Darby and Sting. Wait, is Nick playing part of the match? I don't know. Like, a lot was going on in the show. So, FTR and the Bucks face-to-face. They're backstage with Renee. Cash is there. So I was like, okay, so this match is still going to happen, even with all his troubles and stuff like that. But, FTR does their thing. They do their FTR thing. But I like what Bucks say. They're like, yo, honestly, we don't need to beat you. We're already made men. We're going to go down as one of the best tag teams in the world. You guys need this win because, honestly, they go, we brought you in. And I was like, you're the reason you're here is because of us. And I was like, oh, he's kind of got a heart there, And my favorite part of what the Bucks say is when he's like, oh, so they're going to know us, years from now as the Young Bucks, greatest tag team ever. They're going to remember you because you got your name from our YouTube show. And I was like, damn. And then it kind of threw Dax off a little bit, and Dax was like, oh, whoa, wow. I was just like, yeah, bro, you better bring it. But no, FTR did FTR. So, and they, let the best team win. And let the best team win. If you want to hear my picks and predictions for All In, go check it out right now. So now, yeah, there's a lot to pack in this show. So next up, we have Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho for the win. I'm like, my girl Sky Blue, she's getting too many L's, man. She's getting too many L's. And I don't understand what we're doing with Ruby. She's just kind of like the third wheel now with the Outcasts. She's just there. Then we have Renee backstage with Roderick Strong and the Kingdom talking about MJF and Adam Cole, and his, like, fangirl, like, broken up BFF of Adam Cole and their relationship, like, and the Kingdom's just there. There's, like, they're there to be, like, to tell Roger, like, he betrayed us, too. Like, he just forgets his friends and this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm wondering if the Kingdom's going to come into play, too, at All In 0 Hour with MJF and Adam Cole. Or should I say, Better Than You, baby, versus Aussie Open for those Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. There's House of Black package with the Acclaimed. Then the Acclaim come out. You know, they're ready to fight. No music, no whatsoever. And I was like, oh, shit. And, you know, then the lights go out. Here comes the House of Black. And then they start beating them down. And guess who's back, baby? Daddy Ass. No, I'm sorry. He said it on his promo, challenging the House of Black. Said one more time, it's going to be for the Trios Championship at All In. I was like, what? What's going on? And he says, I'm not, because Daddy Ass ain't coming to Wembley. And I was like, wait, why? And he's like, but I know somebody that is. I was like, who? He's like, it's the badass Billy Gunn. I'm like, oh my God. And that's where I was like climaxing of nerd Wrestlegasm. I was like, oh my God. Oh, they Acclaimed and badass Billy Gunn versus the House of Black for those Trios Championships at All In. Take my money. Well, you already did take my money, but take more of my money, God damn it. You know, this was beautiful. And he says, you hurt my kid. That's why I came back. And then you try to throw away my legacy. Fuck you. We're gonna go down in history at Wembley Stadium. And I'm just like, oh. Another match added to the card, and it's a match that I'm looking like, And it's not part of my picks and predictions because we just got this match tonight. But up next for the main event, after I've been spent, Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship, Aussie Open versus the Hardys. You know, this match was quick, fast. Aussie Open for the win. They cut a promo. They said there's no double clothesline, no kangaroo kicks. You know, we're going to keep our Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. And then who comes out? MJF and Adam Cole. They've had enough. They come out. They get face-to-face, and it breaks out in a fight. There's all things going on. And then a moment of Adam and MJF at the end. You know, after MJF shoulder checks Adam, and then he's like, then he pulls out the ring, and everyone's like, no, please, because I was like, no, I don't want this to end. This is the relationship I just don't want to end, because it's so beautiful, but it's going to. And at 0 hour, like Roderick said earlier with the Kingdom, he says, at 0 hour, we're going to see the true colors of MJF and Adam Cole, and I felt like that was a foreshadowing hint of the turn, the swerve, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to break our hearts like so, but they hug it out and we end Dynamite this way. I'm emotionally spent at this point. Great show, great way. Fyter Fest 2023, Dynamite August 23rd, 2023. Much love and respect, everybody. We're going to All In now. And I will say this, them using the collision stage was fire. It looks so good. Especially when the Elite came out, I was like, whoa. Okay, because they're filming Collision. I'm not looking at the spoilers. I'm going to watch it just as you on Saturday night. Because Saturday night's all right. You know, so great stuff tonight. I give this a solid 5 out of 5. I felt like this was a great go-home show. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of, laying of the foundation for All In and everything like that. So there we go. That's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. R.I.P. Terry Funk. Nothing but love and respect to your friends and family. You will forever be missed. I'm sorry. It still kind of hurts. It hurts. So R.I.P. man. Thank you for everything you've done in this business. All right, y'all. Now like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo. I want to see it in the crowds, and that's it. That's all. I'm KMB the Sexy Ninja. I'll say it over and over again if I have to. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Wait a second. Is MJF setting up Fletcher? And whoa! Uh-oh.